Yeah, greetings, Mr. Brown.
Greetings, my brother.
Mambo vipi?
Power, son.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man, nice to see you again, Bwana.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have been here in Tanzania for like more than 4 years.
Yeah. 4 good years, I would say, in Tanzania,
Okay, how is the experience to be here?
Well, changamoto kubwa, Bwana.
Challenge.
Yeah. It's a big challenge here.
What kind of changamoto do you face in Tanzania?
Well, the biggest challenge is like I don't speak Swahili.
Okay.
And that is the biggest challenge, and I don't know my way around all that much, and it's hard to find places on my own. So those things are the challenges, I face.
For a time of 4 years, more than 4 years.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to maybe to learn or to find out how to learn Kiswahili?
Yeah, I went to a French school. I had a few lessons of Swahili. That's why sometimes I know a few words like mambo vipi, samahani, habari za leo. So a few things like that.
Okay, and how about the cultural things in Tanzania? Do you learn how some culture of Tanzania?
I've seen the Tanzanian art, and I've seen a few Tanzanian dances, and I've been to the Tanzanian clubs and see the dancing and things like that. And well, Tanzanian culture or African culture is basically the same as our culture, because put it this way, our black culture is the same culture. We born in like say for instance, I was born in Jamaica. So in Jamaica we eat the same food. We eat the banana, we eat the sweet potatoes and things like that. We drink the chai and maragwe and rice. We eat the same thing.
Yeah. When you mentioned about Mr. Brown, we know that you have been doing the music here in Tanzania, where you come from.
Yeah.
And also you was having a dream to open or to establish the company, Liberty Company Limited.
Liber Entertainment Limited. Yeah.
How so far have you stepped up to your company?
Well, so far the company has been registered with Brella.
Okay.
And it's public. But I find there's some sort of discrepancy where the Sharia who wrote the shares and the memorandum. It's like he put me at like say 98%, and my Tanzanian partner he put him as 102%. So really, I paid for everything for the company to be established, but still, he is the owner of the company, and these guys now, I want to change take them off the company, but none of them are coming forward to sign and let me change their name from the company. So at the moment, this is another issue I'm going through where I need help from someone in the government to bring these guys to bring these guys to come and explain themselves, because these guys are giving Tanzania a bad name. I'm doing a good job here, but what they're doing, they're making it bad for others and giving a bad impression of the country, which Tanzania is a nice country, and they're welcoming to people to do business.
Do you know those guys? And
Yeah.
how did you link up with them? And what happened then? Because I believe that when you link up with them,
Yeah.
you have been your friends with those guys.
Yeah.
So what happened then? They betray you.
Yeah, you know, this is like more or less a black thing, you know. It's hard, like say, for us to do business with each other, because you see, I am the one who's putting all the money on the table, and they're not putting anything on the table. So it's like they don't have the mind to think about the future, and they just want the money for the day. They don't want it for the future. So when I put the money in the business now, they don't do their part what they're supposed to do, because I'm giving them the money because they know the avenues to go to, like say, register the company and to do everything. So instead of doing that, they trick me,
Okay.
and then the company is not really functioning. You see?
Have you guys had any agreement on the papers before?
The only agreement that we have is the Sharia. He estimates how much it will cost to do, and because the Tanzanian is my partner now, the agreement was that his name is on the memorandum and the company. So that was the agreement, and the money that I paid was on the memorandum, and the money that I pay also registered the company. You know, so there was no contract to say apart from the company memorandum that we both supposed to stick to, and we both play equal parts in it.
So, what's your wish, your request to President Samia Suluhu Hassan?
Yeah. Well,
From this issue, your issue.
from my issue here now, I would like her to assign someone to look at my case, because I'm doing a great job for the country. I'm a retired person and I'm an investor, but the thing is that I cannot find reliable people that will work with me to see what I have to offer the country. Because I live in England, I travel the world. I write my story, I write my autobiography. So I've got a lot of experience on the outside world, you know, from Tanzania. And there's not a lot of people who have my experience. I've been to other parts of Africa, like the Congo. I've lived there, I know what it's like there as well. So I would like to share my ideas and try and show the world that Tanzania is a nice place to be, and people can do business there in a legal way and transparent way.
Okay. For the case of your passport, can you say anything?
Yeah, that is another problem. You see, at the moment here now, I'm living in Tanzania now 9 months without my passport. I am...
How do you able to survive without your special pass?
Well, it's like I'm in a prison here now. I'm in a prison. I can't get a SIM card register. I can't say if I wanted to do any business. I can't do any business because I don't have no ID. And I went to the immigration office to find out what's happening to my passport. They says to me, more or less, I should go and get the people who brought my passport to the office.
Then after that?
And then after that, they told me to go. And I mean, I says to them, well, the British Embassy says Tanzanian law and British law is the same. So if I'm here about my passport and I don't have legal residency, how can you tell me to go? What will happen? They said, oh, that there's no problem, there's no problem. So right here now, my pension has been stopped. I need my passport now for the past 3 months. I'm asking for my passport because I want to go back to England so that I can get paid. The place where I'm living right here now, my rent is due in a month's time. How am I going to pay? These are the things I would like her to help me about. You know, how am I going to pay my rent and survive in Tanzania without my passport and without going back to England? So I'm a prisoner.
Yeah. Mr. Brown.
Yes, sir.
What's your wish, your request about you to get back your special pass, your passports to the government? Talk to them.
Yeah. Well, Madam Government, I would like my passport because without my passport, I cannot travel. I cannot do no business. I cannot apply for anything in this country. So, living without any ID, then you're illegal immigrants. And I don't want to live in nowhere in the world as illegal. I live in England for 50 years. I've never had any problem, illegal problem. I've never been locked. That now I'm in Africa, in Tanzania. Why is it there's so much problem, people holding on to my documents and blackmailing me and getting money off me and then they don't finish the job and then put me into another difficult situation where no, I don't know what to do. So I'm asking the government, what's the procedure and how can she help me in my situation? Because at the moment, you know, the problem is the Tanzanian government workers. They're getting paid, but at the same time, they want to do this, this forging, this fraud. Yeah, they want a fraud, and this is giving a bad impression. And the government, good people are here, and good people want to do good work for the country, but because of them, the work can't be done. And there's other Tanzanians suffering because other Tanzanians will come to me and say, Mr. Brown, can you help me in this project? I can't help them because there's no trust. And we need to trust each other in business and in everything. Without trust, there is no way forward.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Let's round up and make a conclusion for this case.
Yeah. Well, the conclusion is that once I get my passport and my visa, then it's either I return back to England and start my business out. I wrote them a letter and explained my situation here in Tanzania. I'm waiting for the reply. I don't have a post box, so I don't know if they're gonna reply to me by email or whatsoever. So the conclusion is that I need someone to put me in the right direction to go, because who's going to explain to my landlord that I don't have no money to pay the rent? What is he or she's going to do? If they said I should get out of the property, where do I go? So I need someone to talk with my landlord or give me some documents to say to my landlord, when my money begins to come back into my account, I will pay my rent. But at this moment, because of the issue and the problem that I'm facing because of the immigration workers and the lawyers, they're not doing their own job, because the lawyer took my passport and documents to the immigration and say, hey, this is Mr. Brown documents, he wants some special pass and things or whatever, and check it. So the man went away, or the lady went away with the papers, and then the Sharia disappeared.
Who are the guys took your passport?
The guys who took my passport.
From the immigration?
No, the Sharia took my passport to the immigration. Her name
so
is...
you know the Sharias?
Yeah, her name is Grace Francis. I don't need to hide the name, because those people are fraudsters. Man, they're using a company name to say I'm an employee of the company, because that is what the immigration said. And that's what they was going to do, to lock me up, because they said, how can you work? So I said, look at my documents. I'm applying for a special pass. So how can I be working for a company? So it's like the immigration, they never gave her no, like they call it, control number or a receipt to say, okay, Mr. Brown paid for his passport. I paid her 900 US, 600 for the special pass, and she charged $30,300 for her service. And I paid her.
Okay. Bwana, huyu ni Mr. Brown, jamaa ambaye ni mzee wetu ambaye amezaliwa kule UK, Birmingham, lakini yuko hapa Tanzania kwa muda usiopungua miaka 4, na profession yake ni mwanamuziki, lakini pia aliwishi kufungua kampuni ambayo ilisaidia pia kupush vipaji vya Tanzania. Lakini mzee huyu bwana ana tatizo. Tatizo ambalo ako nalo ni kwamba passport yake kuna mtu ambaye kaichukua na kammeshi hapo anamfahamu pia. Kwa hiyo anaomba serikali ya Muungano wa Tanzania chini ya Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan bana imsaidie ombi lake, aweze kupata passport yake kurudishiwa, lakini pia ikiwezekana aendelee kuishi hapa Tanzania kwa vigezo ambavyo vinatakiwa, kwa maana ya kufuata sheria zote, ama pia ikiwezekana arudi nchini kwao UK. So guys, naomba mumuelewe Mr. Brown. Tulikuwa naye kwenye set hapa, kaongea vitu vingi sana, na I'm sure serikali yetu bana itamsaidia, itamsupport pia kufika sehemu ambapo yeye anawishi kufika, au sio? Nashukuru sana.